We've had questions.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we opened up our chat room to you from the beginning of the show to now, so we're going to jump in with Christine, who says, I hear that we're born with 7 demons. Huh. Is this true? And when we accept Christ, are we free from those demons? I have never heard that one,
What
Pat.
in the world? You may have been talking about Mary Magdalene or something, but, you know, no, you're not born with 7 demons. If you're born of a Christian household, particularly, there are no demons at all. And there might be some generational curse if somebody's dealing in the occult way back up the line and somebody's come to harass you. But no, you're not born with 7 demons. That's nonsense. What else?
Point blank. Here's a question from Andrew who says, Pat, you keep talking about gold as an investment. You mean the gold that he won't give me? Well, right now it's about $1,700 an ounce. You say we'll get up to $1,800 an ounce. If I were to buy now and sell at $1,800, I'd get a 6% return on the investment. That's not much. Is gold still that great of an investment now?
Come off it. 6%, you'll get it in about a month. I mean, that's not, you annualize that and it'll be a whole lot more. But when I started talking about it initially, gold was selling for about $600. So at $1,800, that's 300%, 3 times your initial investment. But what are you going to do with your money? If it's in dollars, it's going down. The dollar is losing value. Yeah. It's losing value. Your dollars aren't going to be worth very much. It won't buy as much. I showed this little piece of gold a few years ago, say 30 years ago or so. You could get a suit of clothes, man's suit, for $200, $250, and maybe some shoes to go along with it. Well, that was the price of an ounce of gold. Now, in certain high-end men's stores, a suit would cost $1,000 maybe, and maybe a shoes $300 or $400 along with it. So you get your ounce of gold buys the same thing. It just looks like more money. All right, what else you have?
Okay, Gloria says, a few years ago, you had knee surgery. Can you tell us what the doctors did and how you feel now, Pat? My husband needs the procedure, and I'd like a little bit of guidance.
Hey, listen,
how you doing?
The doctor I had out there in Chicago, I mean, he is awesome. He was absolutely fantastic. The guy has a degree from MIT, so he developed his own special little knee. Well, he got in there, and he cut an opening, and then he took a saw. I mean, it was a rotary saw. We had a film of it, and he sawed off the arthritic part of that joint, sawed it off. Then he took a big bunch of glue and put this new cap back in there to hold the knee and the joint. And that's 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever.
I remember your recovery was amazing.
It was
amazing.
Within about an hour after surgery, I was walking upstairs. I rode a horse a week afterwards. I mean, listen, if you do it the traditional way, they'll cut the quad muscles and leave you in agony, and the recovery will take 6 or 8 weeks, a couple of months. Richard Berger, Dr. Berger in Chicago, Presbyterian Hospital.
He did a good job.
He did a fantastic job.
He sure did.
Okay.
All right, well, here's Robbie, who says, as a Christian, I believe that murder is wrong, obviously. So how do we as Christians justify someone like Dietrich
Bonhoeffer?
Yeah, thank you, who plotted to kill Hitler? I know that Hitler is bad, but what's the difference between a mass murderer and, say, an abortionist who, I believe, kills babies?
Well, in the case of Bonhoeffer, he came to the opinion that Hitler was going to destroy millions of Jews, who he was. Hitler actually resulted in the slaughter of 50 million people before World War II was all over with. And so it's like somebody who sees an out-of-control car racing toward an innocent mother and children, and he reaches in and grabs the wheel of the car. That's what Bonhoeffer was trying to do. He said, how do you justify it? Well, I don't think taking out some evil dictator is necessarily a bad thing, but he had prayed about it, and he felt that's the right thing to do, but he was for the greater good. But you can't use that to justify murder. Murder is not a good thing. All right. All
right. Chris says, in the Bible, Jesus told the thief, today you will meet me in paradise. The Bible also says that when Christ returns, the graves open and the dead will meet him in the air, suggesting that we go into a sleep state when we die. What's true?
Today you will be with me in paradise, your spirit. When you die, your spirit is going to go into paradise, or it's going to be in Hades. What the resurrection is the bodies will come out of the earth, and we will get resurrection bodies, and they will be joined with the spirits. The spirits are already where they are. So this day you will be with me in paradise. That meant his spirit would be with him in paradise, not
Gotcha.
his body. The body will come at the resurrection when that time happens, which is the end of the age. We're going to be talking about prophecy, you know, in another few weeks, and I think people want to know some of these things, and maybe I can discuss that in more detail.